What's up, everybody? Techno and or electro? Is it a question? Is it a question we should ask today? Or is it a statement? Is it a thing if it ain't got that swing? Or must it have swing? These are the serious questions that we will be pondering for the next 15 to 20 seconds during this warm-up. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Ooh, what a day. I was up till 3 in the morning last night. I'll tell you what I was doing in a minute. Yeah, we've got in the chat Dangerous Nile, Sweet Fire. Yes, he was first. They were first. Whoever you are, you were first. Luminous Cloud says release the Zoids. Yes. And once you release them, you can't stop them. Josh Holiday, finally getting going. Yes, looking forward. Now we're here. Oxygen levels critical. Mike Harding, Barty. Save techno. Does techno need saving? What does techno need saving from? Maybe we can talk about it. What's up, Aaron Hedges? Nice to have you back. APR. We all say hi right back. And Silver Knobs, handmade Detroit techno. Cosmic J is in the house. Oi, oi. Very nice. And Muo from Argentina. Yes. Okay. He says go Electro. That's a vote if I ever heard one. Skermantis is back. Oh, save techno. He needs old school techno. It's not going anywhere. It's always there. Things go in cycles. I've seen it all. There's a mold. All right. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you. Glad to have you back today. Here. Actually, check this out. I saw some of you were all talking about hardware. Look what I did. Woo! I'm in the studio. Actually, this is real. I'm grabbing my head. What is going on? Yes, I was like, I have all these cameras and all this gear, and I'm like, why am I always just sitting in front of a video synth? I can also just sit here in front of, oh, look at that. Right there, right there. Y'all know what that is? That's some history. That's where it all, almost where it all began for me. Anyway, welcome to another Selway Techno Saturdays on 343 TV, brought to you by 343 Labs Music Production School here in Big Hand, New York City, in Berlin, and online globally. Yes, we are a global music production education community, and some of us like techno a lot, and electro, and other genres that are complementary or related to or somehow work well with techno and electro, because it isn't all about strict genres. There was a comment on one of my old streams. I think actually there was a clip of it that we put up where it was making Detroit techno, and some guy's like, that's not techno, that's Detroit house. I'm like, yeah, you say tomato, I say tomato. I also, I should have linked. I should have had it ready to share here. There's been some interesting documentaries and news articles about techno and the history of techno and things like that lately. Mostly coming out of Germany, because it's such a big cultural influence there, bigger than almost anywhere else. And they interviewed someone from Detroit saying that house came first. Is that controversial? Depends on. I don't know. I actually agree in terms of the United States, especially. Yes, I think Chicago house edges out Detroit techno just slightly, but there's an argument to be made. There's an argument to be made. Let's see. We're not going to have that argument today. I'm just riffing. So yeah, here I am, banging on my desk and shaking the camera. Is it techno or is it electro today? Anybody? Bueller? So, maybe both? That's what I'm thinking. I like both. Why not do both? As I jump around in my attention deficit disorder crazy out of mind today. I'm just totally out of sorts because I was up late. I said I was what I was doing. Why was I up till 3 a.m.? Unfortunately, it was not Tripping the Light Fantastic and raving or, heads down in warehouse banging techno. None of that. It was I was helping out my family. My mother actually is a singing teacher and piano teacher, and she's the director of a children's choir. And over the last few years, because of COVID and everything, remember when people weren't supposed to sing because you could super spread? So she started doing virtual choir videos and doing her children's choir online only. Actually, I learned a lot about sort of like real-time music collaboration online, helping her with the technical aspects of that. But yeah, I was up until 3 in the morning mixing, like, I don't know, almost 100 tracks of individual vocals into a finished piece of music, and then making the video, right? So that's what I've been doing, and that's why we're starting late today. I just had to rest. I had to take a little break after all of that, and then get in here and switch gears and make techno, because I've been listening to the same choral piece over and over again for hours, right? I gotta get that out of my mind. This is gonna help us do that. Turn off the studio camera. Why? Why do you want me to turn off the studio camera? Do you like the synth, the video synth better? Oh, all right. Don't say I never did anything for you, Muo. Aaron Hedges asked, did I spend days editing out the breaths? I spent about one day. I did like 15, 16. Oh, let's say actually, yeah, about 16 hours, way too many consecutive hours of mixing. This is a job that should have happened over a few days in little bits and pieces, or over a couple of weeks in little bits and pieces that I just crammed in one day and totally just, it was a lot. It was a lot, but I'm happy to do it. It's for my family, right? So definitely, it's a musical family, and hey, you guys are like my global techno musical family and electro. Don't ask me to do any virtual choirs, please. You can ask me to get to the point today and make some music. I will just finally say, because it's my job, after this long-winded intro, that 343 Labs is a music production school, as you know, and we are always kind of reaching out and hoping that you guys will think about signing up for classes. I mean, it's what I do. It's my day job, basically. Not only am I music production, Ableton Live instructor, synthesis and sound design instructor, I've also we have our 1-year program, which is a kind of college competitive program for a lot less money, and you can basically almost full time be a student with us for a year and take all of our classes plus other stuff that's exclusive to the program. I'm now like the 1-year program head of academics, or chief academic officer. So yeah, in addition to techno and electro and teaching and doing virtual choir videos and being like a dad, I'm also an academic administrator. Look at that. I got a lot of hats. So if you want to know more about what we do, you know where to look. We have the links in the description below, and you can find out all you need to know about the 1-year program or any sort of one-off courses that you might want to take. And there's our Discord, which you want to join so you can submit tracks for feedback sessions, which have yet to be scheduled but are coming. One more point of order before we make music. I have a new release out with Christian Smith. I'm happy about it. It's banging, right? If I do say so myself. So this is new out on, as of yesterday, on Tronic Records. This is the Blackout EP, available everywhere. And I put, because I'm promoting myself today, I put the link. This stream is sponsored by me. I put the link down in the description if you're interested in checking it out. And also, you're going to get a little preview of it right now, because I have the session, this track. And this is actually a track that Christian and I started live on this stream, and then we finished it. It's a while back now. It took a while to get this out. I think we almost forgot about it. So this is the track that some of you saw us start this, right? And so, we didn't show you the whole process necessarily, but I have it here. And the reason why, one, is because I want you to hear it and everybody can check out how it came out. But two, I'm thinking about doing like a heavy electro, maybe /breaks remix of this, right? I've done this for Tronic before, where Christian and I made a heavy techno track, and then I did my version, right? So that's what I'm thinking of doing today. Is how would I approach making this banging techno? Not too banging. It's still got some groove to it, right? But it is stomping. It's a lot of bass. I would say it's a jacking feel. Oh, wait. I just you guys were saying, you weren't saying because you didn't. Okay, I forgot to mute the audio. That's what happened. Oh my God. See, I should know better after streaming for like 3 years to remember to not double the audio. Is that better now? Sorry. Let's go back to the beats. Thank you for alerting me to that. That could have been terrible. All right. Let's check out what this. Let's start over again and take a look at what's going on in this arrangement of this track called Blackout. I'm just looking at that automation and like, that's ridiculous. Why did I do it like that? I know why I ended up like that. It was clip automation. When we were jamming out and I was playing with the clips in the session view, I drew in a little effect send. That's just a reverb on that one bass hit. Yes, I agree. Luminous cloud. Claps layered on kicks equals jack. Little vocal sample in there that says blackout. Really simple. That might remind some of you of something. It's not a sample though, I promise. We didn't steal it. Yes, Aaron Hedges. Why can't I find your... for some reason my stream isn't updating, but call and response with the bass and stab. That's pretty much what's happening. I love it. Folding the laundry and doing the percolator dance. Blackout. Ooh, we got some other people in the chat. Welcome. We got Raccoon Kawayama. Did I say hi to Mike Harding before? Ulemer? 4 a.m. stuff. Okay, I'll take that. All right, so we're getting a nice listen to this. Not too complicated, right? I mean, Christian and I generally keep it simple. Like, not too many elements, solid arrangements. I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking about this. So where it really shines for us is where we try to make it shine is just the groove has to be right on. And this is very much our mutual style. We've been making tracks like this for a couple of decades, at least. Yes, I understand you, Lemur. 4 a.m. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that was a negative. Yes, I like that 4 a.m. vibe. Definitely right there with you. Josh Holiday, my condolences. Everybody send some love, send some good feelings to Josh Holiday. All right. So what are we going to do with this? That's the question. All right, it's winding down. So now I got to think about if I were to do an electro version of this. Am I going to try to make it this intense, or could I go down in energy a little bit? You know, there's different styles of electro. If I try to make it more like big room rocking, I don't mean big room as a genre. You know, that's a Beatport anyway calls it a genre. But like, You know what I mean? Like beats that work at a large venue on a big dance floor, they can't be too complicated, right? Like if it's too busy, and I'll be honest, I tend to get really busy with my beats and my layers when I work on my own doing weird electro vibes and stuff. Like when Christian and I work, it's stripped down, right? So I probably want to keep that vibe, or do I want to do something contrasting it, something different, not worry about making the dance floor go nuts, right? I don't have to. Hey, thank you very much. Is this WOY him impaled? What does that mean? What does your name mean? Thank you. Glad to have you. Glad you think it's rocking. And Mike Harding votes, make it just, if not more, intense. F, yeah. Okay. Hey, I tend to bring up Luminous Cloud's comments a lot. He always kind of throws a lot out there. But yes, my wife was playing a karaoke CD in the car, and it was Candy Trance, and something about a banging hard groove tech tune came on, and it was, oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I did with my former roommates back when I lived on the Lower East Side, Prozac and DJ Deluxe. We did this Responsible Space Playboys, this silly kind of fun project that we made some beats, and we did a remix for karaoke. And yes, that's right. Dig it up, look for it. I wish when I listen to it now, I wish the mix was better, but yeah, that track kind of came out all right. Yeah, I'm glad you found that. All right, so I have a suggestion. Lemur, throw out the bass and make it more empty. All right, but the bass is like the main hook. How can I throw that out? I mean, I could reduce the amount, I could EQ it out, I could filter it out and use it more as a bright mid-rangey sound. But I feel like, there's a couple of elements, and this is the same thing when you're listening to when you're doing any kind of remix, is which parts do you want to keep, and which ones are the ones that make the track the track. Like obviously I probably want to incorporate the vocal sample and the chord stabs, and the bass sound is really kind of heavy and chunky and almost industrial sounding, but jacking in that groove, right? So Consequence suggests throwing in an 808 and seeing what happens. Yeah, that's another one. Is like I could take all the drums out and then reprogram some new drums that are more, maybe not typically electro, but have the right flavor for electro. Because these are kind of, these are techno-y, housey, jacky kind of drums. I could make it into electro just by changing the rhythm. But yeah, maybe some new drums would be a good way to change it up. That's a good suggestion. All right. So how are we going to do it? Right. This is another, I mean, it's a little weird remixing myself because I have this whole arrangement here. And I might want to just start back in the session view again. So let's see. I'm going to mute all the drums. And one of the main, this bass part is also hook, right? This is one of the things we talked about when Christian and I did this live stream, was what are techno hooks? What does that mean? Like, that doesn't necessarily mean a vocal sample or a melody or an identifiable, typical hook that you would think of in terms of pop songwriting or something. It could be any sound that's the main element that catches your attention. That's sort of what it comes down to. So can I make this something more electro? And I could just keep it and throw on a new beat. Let's do that. Let's find an 808. What 808 should we use? There's so many different versions. I'm not going to use, am I going to use, it's so easy to just use this one. Do you guys know this? This is an old but good rack from Lego Welt, which I've used before. This is the SmackOS or SmackOS. Is it SmackOS or SmackOS? 808 simulator. So this is his personal 808 that he sampled and made a drum rack out of, and it sounds great. So let's do it. I feel like just doing a cool 808 beat with this might be enough, right? You can't hear that. Let's also make sure that. Woo! Woo! Okay. One of my favorite things about this is the sample pack, other than that there's just got flavor. It's got some nice variations of the kick drums, but he didn't forget the trigger zap. That is important. I'm just gonna put in a bunch of 16 notes, and it's gonna make it electro already. Ay-ya. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I can put the kick drum so they kind of don't interfere too much with the main bass sound. We definitely want to. All right, that's a start. It's got a rolling electro. Definitely need to mix it, punch it up a little bit. He's got these macros doing expensive mixer, old mixer. It's got something that's simulating how old the drum machine is. It changes the sounds a little bit. It's pretty subtle. I already like this. I'm already fine with this. I'm gonna maybe build up the drums and do some variations. Like you've seen me do this before, where I like make a beat for a loop, for a bar, double it, change half of it, double it again, change it, so I have like a longer phrase, right, where there's fills and things happening already, even before I go into the arrangement. I'm alternating these kick drums. So the first two kick drums are straight eighths, and then the second half it starts with the syncopated one. And then the second half of the first part has a syncopated answer. So there's like a little call and response that's shifting. You can see the pattern, right? 2 eighth notes, and then there's a syncopated 16th, and then there's syncopated 16ths, and then there's an eighth note. Let's get this drum mix worked out a little bit, because this thing is so loud. Also, I want that kick to come out more compared to Is it not automating anymore? There it goes. I'm totally cool with leaving that main sound. All right, let's duplicate that. I'm gonna bring in that trigger. I'm not going to worry too much about mixing right now. I'm just kind of get some levels. So, oh my goodness. Something just crashed. Can you still hear me? Ableton seems to be complaining. Ah, my God. All right, let's go back over to the studio. What's up, everybody? My computer just restarted itself. This is as good a time as any for a little break, and we can talk a little bit about what's going on here. So, what are you all talking about in the chat? Oh my goodness, what a question. Mike Harding would like to sample assuming Christian Smith's voice from when we did an original stream. Is that a copyright issue? Huh. I mean, it could be. It's kind of realize my camera's a little off. It's kind of a copyright issue because it's a recording from a video that we own, that 343 Labs and I own, and it's someone's voice, although you could argue that it's sort of, it's not a piece of copyrighted material in terms of what Christians said. We don't own Christians' words. And we don't own Christians' voice. We only own the video recording and the video content as a whole. So isolating you would have to ask Christian, actually. If you want to do it totally by the book legally, you would contact Christian Smith and say, hey, I'd like to sample your voice, right? So that's the official way to do it. And then you'd also have to say, 343 Labs, can I use the sound recording from the video? And all right, that's going by the book. In practice, come over here. Wait, I'm going to tell you something. Just do it. Okay? I didn't hear anything. I didn't just do it. Okay? I said nothing, right? Just go ahead and sample it. All right? I'm going to get in trouble. What else is going on? My computer is still trying to restart here. Let's see if it decides to behave. And I hope it saved. Sometimes if live crashes like that, it's pretty good about saving the undo history, but that was a hard crash. Like this computer just blacked out. What did I just say? It's the track. It's haunted. It's coming up on Halloween, isn't it? Something's creeping around here. Something's doing something. There's a what's the creature in that oh my gosh, Twilight Zone in the 50s, and William Shatner is looking out the window and he sees a gremlin tearing the engine apart. Yeah, we got Electro gremlins. Oh my Luminous Cloud, we've got Zoids. They're tearing my computer apart. They're like, what's this techno? None of that. It's not funky enough. I'm getting silly. All right. Silver Knobs, HMDT. Sounds like some kind of minimal contemporary electro. I like it. Thank you. I hope it will continue to be likable, right? That's the challenge. All I had to do is throw an 808 beat on it and it's electro. Is it that simple? Is that all electro is? Of course not. There's subtlety and style and swagger and feeling. All right, come on. It's starting up. Yes, live. All right, let's get back over here. Let's see what live is up to. Live unexpectedly quit while you were working on this. Yes, I would like to recover. Let's see what happens. Please don't crash again. Oh no. Even like the video's not working. Look at that. It's like a major breakdown today. Like I have to like figure out what is going on with the screen sharing is not working. So fantastic. I just can't win today. I told you it was one of those days, right? I was up till 3 a.m. I was doing this crazy choir project. I come in here and get all set up and everything's crashing. I'm going to try to plug in the screen again. Let's see if I can get that working. I might, if I can't get this going, we would have to cut it off early because I don't have anything else set up to show you. If my computer's screen sharing is not working into OBS, then we're just going to have to continue this another day. Or we just hang out and talk if you just want to hear me talk. But yeah, something funny's going on with this, with the HDMI out going into OBS. It's not working. Funny. All right. Try to boot up live again. That's what I did. Yeah, right now my computer's on, but it's like ain't happening. All right, the Wi-Fi is working now. Live is open. You can hear the music. So yeah, live is working. And it looks like, where's the beats? Right? I know it's kind of funny. You can't see what I'm doing here, which is unfortunate. But got to get rid of that clap. It's kind of funny to sit here like working on music and you can't see what I'm doing though, right? Oh, I have an idea. Let's see if this is going to be just a stopgap measure. Not really great. Not the best, but it's better than nothing. Check this out. Blackout. Look at that. You can kind of see it. It's not great. It's sort of in the way of me typing. What a funny day. Yeah, I don't know how I can get I don't have a way to get this camera in a good spot so that I can... Well, actually, that's a little better. You can't see the details, but at least it's better than nothing, right? All right, I'm going to go over here and add in the background. You guys are great. You're so like... Oh boy. You're so patient. You're so gracious to put up with this. I really appreciate it. And let's get that background. I'm like doing OBS gymnastics right now. There we go. Yes. Aaron had just, yeah, tape the camera to your hat. That'd be perfect, right? Up here, and you just see what I see. That's a good idea. I'll get one of those little action cams that can stream. Not a bad idea. All right, so we're back in business. That clap's not working, right? That jack and clap on the quarter notes. Where is that? So I could keep it as a backbeat. You know, it mixes pretty well with the 808 clap. Blackout. I'm feeling like a clap fill. Sometimes. I won't always do it every 8 bars or 4 bars, but just as a starting point. Would this be overkill? It's going to be too fast. I should do triplet. I'm going to do a little a little ratchety thing. Let's do some that's not right. Can't even hear it because of that buildup. Let's hear it by itself with the 808s. I'm gonna turn it up in here a little bit so it's more fun for me. Richard Val says add some Anthony Rother vocoder. Well, okay. I'm gonna vocode the blackout part. And actually I was thinking to combine the blackout sample, which is me, and then put a vocoder on it and I can alternate them. I don't want to add lyrics to this. Oh, hi. Big hands again. Let's hear that little clap thing. No, this sounds, I feel like it's not sharp enough. It's kind of a soft whoosh on that clap. So maybe we'll do, we'll just keep this to be 16th notes and I'll do little tricky fills on something else. And let's get rid of that. Triplet grid. And yeah, it'll be okay. I want to keep developing these drums a little bit. I feel like that's going to be a lot of it. So much of the sounds are working and I can just keep them. We're definitely not using the original kick drum. I'm getting rid of it. I'm just deciding. Let's see what this guy's doing. Back out. I can keep those. That works. Big hand electro. Silver knobs. I just put in. We're thinking alike. The original ride cymbals from the techno version are 808 cymbals. So they're already there. I'm just going to use them. They have a nice flanger on it too. It sounds cool. I don't think... All right, I'm going to go back. I'm kind of using the arrangement as it is now, just as because it's already good. I'll probably edit it later, but I'm just going to do... This is like the fastest way to do a remix, actually, is just keep the arrangement, but then add your own new stuff to it. But then I'll probably end up going back and changing some things. It just depends on what other musical elements. All right, so none of that, right? We don't want any open I mean, I know some people do electro with those kind of open hi-hats. I know there's some amazing Advent electro tracks that have like a 909 kind of thing in it. They're real classics, but I think for this, it's too much like the original. I want to get rid of the, at least the big 909 one. Let's say no 909 sounds in this. I'm just going to get rid of the 909, and then we have like a little shaker. That could work. I know at some point I'm already feeling like I'm going to have to add some little other electro-y new elements to this. We have that chord stab. This just works, I think. I think so far just changing the beats, I'm happy with that. That's a little loud. Whatever that echo thing was. Maybe the vocal sample comes up a little bit. Thinking, I don't know, I'm like, if I stop talking while we're listening and I don't interact with you, it's because I'm imagining music and my brain is like composing. And there's this thing. I love that trigger sound. It's so electro all by itself. I like doing stuff like this. Like the Egyptian lover thing where you just put a bunch of delay on it and you do some like comb filtering effects. Playing with the drums and effects is my way of procrastinating on the musical ideas. That's honest. But no, that's not true because sometimes you just want to put effects on the drums and it's awesome. So what can we do? Just the same old. Yeah, see what I mean? I think if I do ping pong, it'll do octaves. Yeah. And super stereo, it's like Haas effect. And then what happens if we modulate this like crazy? You see where this could go. So I'm modulating the what? I'm modulating the filter frequency. This could be a whole new part. Oh my God, it's going out of control. That's all just what? Trying to sneak in here. Where's that thing? There we go. That's a little tweaky. It's starting to sound like tweaky acid like that. That's crazy. All right, I could make that work. I'll keep trying at it. It's cool, but it also kind of takes away from the sharpness and pure electrical zappiness of it. Just got to get the dry wet balance. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, I like that. It's doing like little 16th notes because of the offset. Wow, I'm keeping that. That's awesome. That's a build-up. What happens if I put that after? Too much feedback. Oh, that's good. That's before the delay, so it's filling out, being filtered. What? The beat was wrong. See, now I don't like it anymore. Because the groove just changed because I lost where the downbeat was. How am I going to fix that? I mean, it's not terrible, but I liked it when it was offbeat. Yeah, there's no way I can shift the phase offset, but I can't change the actual overall phase to the beat. I have an idea though. All right, this is totally ridiculous. This is what we're gonna do. We put that into a rack and make that 100% wet. Now I'm gonna put a delay in front of that. And I'm going to shift it over using delay by 16th notes or 8th notes or something. Oh, this is ridiculous. Actually, it should go after. It should go after. All the way wet. Now I can shift it over by 16th notes. That sounds cool too. That's another thing to play with in the track. This is great. I know you can't see this very well, but I'll do my best. I think it was this one. Or this one. I like them all. But what if they were separate? How much mileage can you get out of a trigger and some delays? Quite a lot, as it turns out. Oh yeah. It's a little busy. Oh, all right. I'm getting silly now. Blackout. I'm just gonna do it. Let's see. Where's the phase offset? There it is. We're gonna go to square. So this is doing it on off. You can see the square is going down and up. Maybe I should invert that. Would be and smooth it. Now we're gonna map this to I felt like it was a little too much. Like I wanted to call and response with the big bass hit from the original. So I could do this other ways. I'm just having fun with live modulation right now, but. Just trying to get it right. That's actually okay. It's kind of going on top of the chord stab. I mean, not the chord stab, the big bass hit. But it's enough. It's enough for me. What does it sound like by itself? I'm into it. How much more ridiculous can we get? Pretty ridiculous, apparently. I might have to separate some of these sounds out on different tracks. Like, it's all going through the Smack OS or Smack OS processing. There's a lot of compression going on and stuff like that. I might be overdoing it a little bit and making it a little softer than I want it. Where are they? Did I get rid of? There they are. Yeah, I mean, let's see what's inside of this thing. Where are all of the compressors and stuff? There's vinyl distortion. There. Okay, there's a rack. No, that's my rack. Where's his rack? Where's his whole thing? I swear it's in here. Oh, over here. I'm just completely confused now. It's not just this. Oh, there we go. There's all this crazy processing that's built in. The old, I don't know if you can hear it. Let's turn this crazy filter echoey modulating madness off. Kind of dirtier, more distortion when it's older versus newer. That's definitely like compression and limiting. That's definitely compression. I have an idea. So this, I was thinking about this before. I like doing this in my tracks in general, especially, but this is one of the first places. Well, no, not one of the first places, but when I got this kit a few years ago, quite a lot of years ago now, it's got all these different variations of the kicks. So I like mixing them. So like maybe the shorter ones could be tighter. And they cut each other off because of the choke groups in the drum rack. I'm not sure about it in this case, though. I'm seeing how it works if they're long and then short. Maybe a little too tight. It's kind of cool. Might come back to that. Definitely still need to work on this mix. Kind of soft and squishy. What's going on over here with it? I'm overdoing the levels here on the output. Hopefully I'm not clipping your ears. But just to give you a little example of, what I might do is with the short kicks is like more of them. Right, so because they're short and tight, they're not as interrupting the other low end going on. How old school should we go? That's definitely dating it now. It doesn't sound as modern with that cowbell going, right? Yeah, too many cowbells for me. I'm not against cowbells. I like the old school vibe, but there's something about it. Like, I feel like I need to like sample it and put distortion on it and make it crazy. What else have we got in here? Do I need more? I don't think I need this stuff. I want to keep it simple and not too many sounds simultaneously. I already have all those other hi-hats, but these samples sound so good. If there's space for yet more hi-hats. I'm gonna let's see, accent some of these on the downbeats, which means these need to go down a little bit. Because they're already up pretty high. And then I'm gonna have to check the level. Where's that track? Oh, that's right. They're on their own separate channels. I could do the velocity, or I could... Where's the closed hi-hat? There. Blackout. All right, it's getting close to go time, or rather leave time. But before, I think we talked about vocodering. Let's do that. Let's see if I can get the vocal sample to play nice with the vocoder. All right? It already, sounds pretty decent as is. Blackout. And I said I wanted to have two of them. One, you going to duplicate or what? Just hit Command D and nothing happened. There we go. So we'll put a vocoder on this. I think I'll strip off some of these blackout effects. We don't need all of that. We'll do different effects for this. I'll get rid of all the echo and reverb. Blackout. Is there still a reverb on there? Oh, we're hearing both right now. That's why. Blackout. Okay, that's what we want. That's me. Blackout. All right. Let's throw the vocoder on. Blackout. That already sounds cool just with noise. Blackout. But we want to give it like robot voice, don't we? We need a carrier. We need a big fat sawtooth wave, or detuned stacked up sawtooth waves, probably. I usually use like just something simple like an operator or analog. Wavetable works too. Operator is just fast and precise. We're going to do the non-FM algorithm, right? That's just 4 separate oscillators that are not modulating each other. And set that to a full sawtooth wave. And get the envelope. All right, that's fine. I'm going to copy from let's do this. Let's go to B, copy from oscillator A. Go to C, copy from oscillator A. So they'll all be identical now, right? What does that sound like? Is the MIDI even working? Nope. I'm having issues today, guys. What is up? No love. Something going on with the... yeah, no MIDI. We're just going to do it. We're going to draw the notes in, right? Since the keyboard is not working and life is difficult. This is some craziness, guys. I'm just flummoxed. All right. There we go. That's filtered. All right. I need to change this. By default, I'm just going to do it now. Oh, no, I won't do it now because I'll have sawtooth waves. But yeah, if you use Live, they have it now, the default version, the filters on. And I want to hear the high frequencies. I don't want you to choose the low pass for me just because you want to save my ears from some high frequency madness that FM is doing. Yeah, so we want a note. There we go. Let's do octaves. That'll be plenty of harmonics. All right, so that's just going. Let's choose external carrier and then choose operator. And this should be ridiculous. There we go. We need to work on that, but that's the start of it. We can do some spread. We can detune them a little bit. Better. Maybe it's too low. I kind of like it, though. I like how it's got that rough edge on it because of the really low fundamental of that sawtooth waveform. All right. And probably they should alternate, right? We'll figure out another spot for it to go. Maybe it will sound good with some reverb on it. Blackout. Let's try it here. It's a start. It's a start. But even though that's a start, I'm going to stop. Wow, what a day. Everything went wrong. Everything went wrong today. The screen sharing, screen capture device, I think it just freaked out. I'm probably going to have to restart this whole thing and do some troubleshooting for the next time. I don't want that to happen again. I really don't. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. And we did techno and electro Saturday. I love it. I got to share about the new release with Christian Smith that just came out yesterday. And I would show it to you again, but no video. It's not working. So anyway, to all of you who joined today, returning viewers and new viewers, thank you for hanging out with me and have an excellent week. I'm going to keep working on this. We'll probably bring this back. I'm going to write some more parts for it, and then we'll do a stream where I'm arranging. And yeah, we've been doing techno for a few weeks. It's about time we start getting into some electro. All right, guys, enjoy your weekends. Until next time, adios.